through the week. We've got the Department of Health in with us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. So you've not been on the radio yet, right?
No.
Okay. So introduce yourself to the radio world.
All right. My name is Amanda Bates. I am the operations manager at the Decatur County Health Department. I started in 2020, the heart of COVID. Yay.
Woohoo, right? That was a good time.
Right.
So tell us what the operations manager does.
I oversee pretty much everything at the health department. I'm under Sean, of course. So I just make sure that everything is ordered for the health department. That includes like scheduling different appointments, helping nursing get their appointments scheduled. So pretty much everything.
You operationally manage, right?
Yeah.
That's what you
Exactly.
do.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. That's
Yeah.
right. So we're going to talk a little bit about vital records today. We've also got Dr. McCullough with us. We enjoy you coming in each month as well, Dr. McCullough.
All right.
So tell us about vital records and what all goes into that, because it's a complicated process.
It is. So what we do is we issue birth and death certificates. And the biggest change this year is we can offer birth certificates and death certificates for anywhere in Indiana. The only issue with that is if it's from another county and it needs an amendment, we can do that, but it could take up to 72 hours to issue that because we can't make amendments to anybody else's birth or death certificates. So that was a big change, very helpful. One that I think everybody has really enjoyed, especially funeral homes.
Oh, I'm
Because
sure.
now they don't have to travel to get their death certificates. They just come to us.
And I will tell you, I had to get my birth certificate. I was a Shelby County baby, able to get it. They had to do something through the state, but it took like less than 24 hours. Had it back and printed and ready to go. So
Right,
very
right.
easy process.
Right. And then, of course, we do amendments there. So if a child was born at the hospital and they need a correction, say the last name on the birth certificate, they can come in and we can do that with the parent. They do have to bring mother and father. They have to bring a copy of their driver's license, and then we charge $60 to do that. Again, there is a little bit of a wait process because we have to do the paperwork side and send it off to the state. But with that $60, it does include the first birth certificate that we amend. So,
Okay.
and then now our fees have changed just a little bit. We offer a bundle package, and that's for birth and death. So the first certificate is $25. Any additional are $2.
So if you're getting one,
You might as well
you
get
just
two.
get it.
Yes.
Isn't there a small
do.
card version too
We
that
have
I
a
think
wallet
would be really
size.
nice?
Yeah. Really? Oh, that's very nice.
Yes, yes. That's only for birth, though, not for death. Death, of course, is just a standard size, but yeah.
Oh, that's very nice, though. You can stick it in your wallet and have
Exactly.
it very accessible. Now, what about immunization records? Say I'm not sure, or maybe I haven't had full custody of my child and I get them and I don't have that immunization record. Are you guys able to produce that as well?
Of course. They just come in, they fill out a short little form. Again, we'll look at their ID just to make sure. Print it out, and they're good to go.
You're the one-stop shop.
Right.
It truly
Right.
is.
Yeah. You don't realize all the records, honestly, that go through the health department.
Right. A lot of people don't realize what the health department does, and we do so much.
So kind of give us a rundown.
Well, we, of course, birth and death. We do vaccines. Hopefully, we'll start a women's clinic in the future. And then we have septics and food inspections. So, I mean, we do a vital route. So we'll go to different points of the county, and the nurses will do vaccines. They'll check your blood pressure. They'll do blood sugars, weights, so.
And that's kind of been a new addition in the last few months.
Yes.
So
yes.
is that program kind of started to take off a little bit, grow a little bit as they make their way around?
It has. I mean, some days are hit and miss, and we do those on Thursdays. So sometimes they have 10, sometimes they have 0, sometimes they have 20. So, and then we also go to like nursing homes and do vaccines. So yesterday they were out at a nursing home doing the vaccines for the patients there, including staff. So, and then we do county vaccines, so for all county employees. So
It's like I said, it's a one-stop shop.
it
And
is.
I think just trying to be for the whole county. That's where
Correct.
going out on the road was to try to reach areas of the county that it's not all just Greensburg. Of course, Greensburg is the largest town, so a lot of it seems to be focused here, but really we want to be for the entire county.
And sometimes, we look throughout different socioeconomic statuses, and coming to town to be able to access those needs at the health department is just not a possibility. So moving all around, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So since you started in 2020, tell me, have processes changed? I mean, you've had a radical 5 years when you really stop and look at it. So how has your job and overall the health department changed in this time process, you think?
Oh, we have grown tremendously. Like when I first started, of course it was COVID, we didn't really travel. We didn't really do much. I mean, we did the vaccines. We still did some food inspections, but everything was closed down. So we're full bore, nonstop.
You're back.
Yes. And the staff that we have is just amazing. I mean, they all go above and beyond. Everybody's willing to do whatever for anybody. So
I think just she's kind of listed the basic services, but they do have programs just off and on through the year. Like they had the community baby shower, the back to school bash, Boo to the Flu's coming up, just trying to really, get people involved and get healthy.
Get engaged, yeah.
Stay healthy.
And you guys were a vital part as well as the community garden this year, which was a huge success for Decatur County.
It was.
And I think there's plans to expand larger next year. We've kind of learned a little bit. Apparently, yellow squash people don't know what to do with that.
I have heard this, yes.
So it's actually easy to cook. You just have to. I haven't gotten a cookbook out in forever. I tend to Google recipes with blah, blah, blah. And, yellow squash is definitely in there. But I think it's been a big success. We'd always welcome more volunteers to come out and help. It's really a nice garden area, very accessible. We do have raised beds, and I think the goal is to hopefully have some more of those next year. So for some people that are either older and, my back's flared up that day, or wheelchair access, we've got some paved walkways now. There is going to be more accessible for people to be able to participate. And then, of course, anybody that needs the nutrition, because that is, I think the statistic is, just barely over 10% of American adults actually get the fruits and vegetables that they should in their diet. So this is an easy way for people that maybe financially struggle with that to be able to access some better nutrition.
We had Sabrina in from Purdue Extension last week, and she was talking about the yellow squash as well. But she said you can use that and cook it the same, like zucchini.
It's like zucchini, so
just a different color. That's all the only difference. Now, is the garden still producing, or is it are we at the end of the fizzle out?
It's still producing. They still have tomatoes are in the garden. I think the potatoes. I haven't been out there in a while. I don't know what they've, but they're still putting produce out gradually. So,
very good. Any programs coming up here? You said Boo.
I think the main thing will be Boo for the flu. Will be the next one.
Do we have details on it yet?
We're still trying to finalize that.
Yeah. Okay.
It is going to be in a different location this year. It's going to be at the highway garage. So.
Oh, very nice. Yeah. Very good.
And we'll probably have more details the next time we're back.
That's right.
It'll be after that, about a week afterwards. So.
Okay, perfect. We've got Walk with the Doc still taking place at the library.
Yeah, we meet every Wednesday. We're sticking with the 5:30 or the 5:15. Sorry, not 5:30. 5:15 time schedule. But we were talking and we realized and it'll be getting dark at about that time. So at some point we will move up the time to probably 4:30 range. We're still trying to catch people. My hope was to try to attract people after work, maybe to stop by and do a walk. We have a group of about 12 people that do come each time. So it's, I think, been very helpful for some people to be able to commit to a time, know that other people will be there, and it's an easy walk. Depends on how fast you walk, but Rebecca Park the pathway there is where we walk, and it's completely paved. So it's, easy for people. We have 2 people that come with wheeled walkers.
Oh, nice.
We don't all stick together in a group. People scatter out. Like we have a few people that walk all the time, and boom, they are way out in front, and they get in by the time they walk out and walk back, they're hitting, over a mile. Then other people walk slower, but they're walking.
And that's the whole point.
Yeah. And it's amazing. I've seen one of the people coming out is my sister-in-law, and I mean, I have seen improvement from week to week in how far she can go. So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
And that was the whole point of this is
right.
Just extra movement.
Mm-hmm. So we'd welcome anybody to come and join our group 5:15 every Wednesday. For right now, we will have to change as the season changes some. We meet in the community room, and then we go out and walk. We do kind of a real brief medical information talk at the start, and then we head out to walk. So
very good.
There are some other ways for people to get healthy. That time slot may not work for people, I understand, but the extension office is they're sponsoring walks in September. Each Friday in September at 9:30, again meeting at the library. And then, this is, I'm trying to think who all was sponsoring this. I think it was Decatur County Memorial Hospital, the Parks and Rec Department, YMCA, and then the Decatur County Hospital Foundation are sponsoring the Rebecca Park free fitness classes in the park. Have you seen that?
I have seen that. Yeah, I know. I think they had yoga maybe last week.
They really have had some fun stuff. I looked up the schedule, so it's been every Tuesday and Thursday. So yeah, yesterday they had yoga. I think it's called Park Pulse, so that probably may be a little more vigorous there. So that is tomorrow, September 18th from 5 to 6. And then next week will unfortunately be their last week, but they're doing Taekwondo. So if you've ever wanted to learn anything about that, that will be next Tuesday, the 23rd, from 5 to 6. And then Zumba on the 25th from 5:30 to 6:30. And those are at Rebecca Park in that little amphitheater where they have bands. So I went last year and did the yoga. And so, you had a flat surface, so it's easy place to exercise.
And I love the variety that they've offered, because it kind of gives you a good taste of, exercise doesn't have to be boring.
No, and it was fun. Doing it in a group it makes us more likely to do it, is the bottom line, and committing to a time. That's why I was, with the Walk for a Doc or with these classes, if you have a time, you tend to go do it. Otherwise, most of us don't get around to it. The majority of people get very minimal exercise, and the current goal now is 150 minutes per week of moderate exercise, and people ought to add up how much they're doing, because most people are not doing it.
They're not hitting it.
Yeah.
It's tough. Everybody works, and the day gets away from you, but it's got to become a focus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really does. So.
Any other updates from the Board of Health?
This isn't specifically from the Board of Health, but September is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, so people need to kind of be thinking about that. If you're male, or if you have a guy in your life that's important to you, thinking about are they up to date with that screening. October is going to be Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and of course the hospital foundation did have the Tia for Tatas fun event last week, I think.
Friday night.
Yeah, and I think it was a big success. That's always a great fundraiser, and raises money for helping women get mammograms or treatment if needed when they can't financially afford it. So it's a great program.
We utilize that program a lot through the community health or the community healthcare clinic for those that don't have insurance, and we so appreciative of that, because a lot would go without it. So
yeah.
Very good. It's just a busy time of the year, isn't it?
It always is. So.
And flu shots, I know you'll have the big one, but are they going to be in other locations as well, or do we know yet? Are we working through that?
I don't know the schedule. I know the hospital does their drive-through clinics, and I'm afraid I did not look that up yet.
That's okay.
I mean, we are offering them daily, of course. And then on Wednesdays, we still have our lake clinics.
Okay.
So from 11 to 6 on Wednesday nights, you can come in for any vaccines.
I know schools are really starting to go through those records, so if you don't have them, Now is
They
your,
are.
your last
And
opportunity.
they've been traveling to the schools recently to do the vaccines, so
Get everybody caught
that'll
up.
continue.
Very good. Well, ladies, thanks so much for coming in this morning. Anything else you can think of? West Nile, are we, and I know you guys are not the bug people, but are we starting to see it kind of, we had a little bit of time, they were talking about it being higher. Do we know?
I don't actually know in terms of incidents, but I would not say it's over yet, especially with it being, since it's been so dry, there's less water standing around, but there is still some. I mean, I was kind of shocked when I walked around my yard and it's like, and here's a big old barrel full of 2 inches that's been sitting there for how long. So we know it was in the county. We proved it with our mosquito collection that Alicia had done. And we should not think it's over yet. No.
Still
yeah.
have your guard up.
Yes.
Very good.
Watch out for those skeeters.
Yes, I know. And fleas and ticks have been pretty heavily this year as well. So just watch for the critters,
Yeah.
right?
Anything crawling on you, no.
Right.
Get it
It's a
off.
no.
That's right. Well, ladies, we'll have you back in next month, and we'll talk flu. I think more
Yes.
then, right?
Right.
All right. It's 8:53 here on Tree Country 1330.